everybody, and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to talk about literally what just leaked a few hours ago. That is the 4th edition Age of Sigmar core rules. Yes, so not long ago I was sent the core rules for 4th edition Age of Sigmar. Now there's a couple of documents floating around already, and content creators are already talking about it. I have made my first video on the core rules, so I would imagine that Games Workshop will react to this very, very quickly and actually start dropping the core rules and the faction packs probably a lot earlier this week than we initially anticipated, to be completely honest. But yes, I have the core rules right here. As you can see, we've got the rules here, the entire document basically. Now the document I have been sent has it's all over the place. It's not in numerical order, so obviously I'm going through it and recording and making videos and whatnot about it. So the first one is going to be up after this, and it'll be about how to create a army for Age of Sigmar 4th edition. But I've had a good flick through the rules, and I have to admit I'm pretty impressed. The rules are pretty solid. Basically, the general gist of 4th edition is everything is an ability, and they do a very good job at sort of explaining how that works. But the easiest way to sort of look at it is that you declare your ability, you react to your opponent gets to react to an ability, and then you basically put out the effect of that ability. So if your movement, you get to move. So basically it works on the premise of the active player, as in the player whose turn, gets to do all of their abilities first, and then you basically get to react to it. And so there are certain commands and stuff like that. I'm going to be doing a video on the command points and the commands, the core commands, as well as a few other things that are very much different. So obviously the first one I'm doing is how to build an army for Age of Sigmar 4th edition, because that is radically different to what 3rd edition is. And there's a lot of things in there, especially for competitive-minded players, of what sort of how to sort of build it and what to do, which is very interesting. Now, obviously, we've seen no faction packs yet, which is kind of cool. But I would fully imagine that now this is leaked, we will probably get the core rules and the faction packs together at some stage during this week. Now, they kind of did this with 40k 10th edition last year. The week before the pre-orders launched on the Saturday, we kind of got all of the faction focuses or the indexes and the core rules, and we were pretty much playing the game during the pre-order period. Essentially, we play tested it for them because the first FAQ come not too long after that, after launch, and I imagine that's going to be the same thing for Age of Sigmar. But yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised by the rules. It's pretty cool. It looks nice. There's a few things in there that are a little bit confusing. And because it's mainly the abilities, so it's how abilities and timing work. Now, I'm not going to make a video about it. I've already seen a video by the Honest Wargamer, who's obviously got into this, and we'll be going into a deep dive onto that. He's more technically minded rules than I am, so I'm going to just let content creators like him cover that. I'm just going to go on the premises of basically that if it's your turn, you get to do your abilities first, and then at some point in that turn, once you've done all of yours, your opponent is going to get to do a reaction, an ability to react to it, and then you'll have end of turn, end of phase abilities that will get done. Now, one of the things I will say is that everything in the game is clearly color-coded and clearly listed at when you do it and when it happens, basically. So might say in your movement phase or at the end of your movement phase, and it'll be color-coded black for the movement phase. Red is combat phase, orange is charge phase, blue is shooting phase. So it's kind of cool, and it's kind of clever to sort of how they've sort of done that. But yeah, I thought I'd just make a really cool quick video. just to say, yeah, I've got the rules. I'm going to be making content on it. Pretty impressed. I've also got all of the, I think it's, are we calling it the General's Handbook, even though it's cards now? I've got the document for that, so I've got all of that, so I'll probably see if I can make videos on that as well. But yeah, all in all, I'm pretty impressed with 4th edition. It does look really good, and I'm super excited to get playing it. And yeah, so I've got it. So if you are liking my content, and especially my Age of Sigmar content, please subscribe to the channel. The more you subscribe, the bigger I get, and the happier I get, and the more you interact with the channel, the better it is for the algorithm. Almost about to hit 3,000 subscribers, which is super cool. I do have a video coming out not long after this one, which will be about building an army for 4th edition, so feel free to check that one out as well. And I'll be doing a lot more videos over the course of the next couple of days, looking at different aspects of the core rules, and no doubt talking about when the actual document from Games Workshop drops, because I imagine that's going to be very, very soon. But that's the video, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.